In Chicago and across the state, the grumbles are growing louder. This week, Colin McCahey joined the chorus of protest. The adult literacy program where she works is running out of money.
All over the city, people are feeling it. Adults who want to better themselves, who want to learn how to speak English, who want to learn how to read and write. They're unable to get the services that they need, and what happens to them? Their families are impacted, their livelihoods are impacted.
McGahey joined hundreds of activists frustrated with the deepening dysfunction in Springfield.
We've seen it. We know our neighbors, our friends, our people who care for senior citizens, care for children, care for people with disabilities. They're suffering right now.
Some protesters chose civil disobedience, blocking parts of the downtown financial district. Police arrested more than 40 people. The protests come as the budget deadlock cuts critical services to the bone. Eric Zorn is a longtime columnist for the Chicago Tribune.
And these are services that help poor children, that help the elderly, that help addicted people, that help battered spouses. I mean, these are the sort of things that we really rely on government to do. This is part of the government that's not being funded right now.
One of those services is Centro Romero, a Chicago nonprofit that helps immigrants and refugees. Since state funding has stalled, it's had to cut programs and lay off half of its staff.
Our adult education department has every one of our teachers laid off. So from there, of the 19 teachers that we had, we now have none.
Without state money, Centro Romero was also forced to give up one of its buildings. Now classes are jammed into a basement separated by temporary divider walls. The toys are all that's left of a child care program the agency had to cancel. Adult Education Director Dina Giacometti says that impacts the parents too.
Moms and dads who brought their kids to childcare in order to attend classes for 3 hours are not able to attend classes any longer.
The pain is spreading across the state. A United Way survey of 544 Illinois service providers found that 84% are helping fewer clients. 79% have cut programs. Emily Miller, who works for a nonprofit that helps children in poverty, says the long-term impact could be devastating.
That causes permanent loss in communities where these providers have built up networks and built up trust with community members. Once those doors close, that trust and all the relationships that they have built up over the years, that's lost.
Other casualties of the crisis are piling up. The State Museum is closed. Lottery winners are not getting paid. Neither are many vendors. The state will owe them an estimated $8.5 billion by the end of the year. Even 911 emergency services in some places are running out of money. But none of the political solutions is popular.
In order to craft a budget that balances out by the end of the year is going to require some major cuts and some major new taxes. And all of those are very unpalatable to people. We took a poll, there's a recent poll out that shows that nobody wants to raise taxes, or the vast majority of people don't want to raise taxes, and the vast majority of people don't want to cut programs. They want magic, I suppose, to happen.
Columnist Eric Zorn is urging his readers to take sides in the Springfield standoff in order to help end it.
You have to read over what's going on and say, is this worth it? Is it worth holding the poor people of the state, the disadvantaged, the dispossessed? Is it worth holding them hostage for this agenda that Governor Rauner wants to? And there are a number of people who say yes, it is.